February 2026. Inside the Rawalpindi garrison, Pakistan's top generals are staring at satellite feeds of ammunition depots and mountain hideouts. Their defense minister, Khawaja Asif, has just stepped to a microphone and made a declaration no one expected. Pakistan's patience has finally broken, and they are now in an open war. Normally, you'd assume an open war declaration from Pakistan means tanks rolling toward the Indian border. But the targets locking on the screen sit inside Kabul. Pakistan is launching military offensives against the Afghan Taliban, a regime they themselves funded, trained, and installed in power. Like any modern conflict, civilians are paying the heaviest price. Upwards of 100 ordinary people are dying every week. Airstrikes are leveling medical facilities, and children are being pulled from the rubble of their own homes. How did the proxy army Pakistan spent decades building turn into its most dangerous nightmare? To understand why Islamabad is now bombing its own creation, we have to look at the trap they set for themselves. To see where the trap was laid, we have to go back to 1994. Afghanistan was consumed by civil war. Officers from Pakistan's intelligence agency, the ISI, approached a one-eyed religious teacher named Mullah Omar with a deal. We will give you the weapons, the money, and the training you need to conquer Kabul. All you have to do is take our orders. This map shows exactly what the ISI wanted in return: strategic depth. By installing a friendly proxy government in Kabul, Pakistan could secure its entire western flank, creating a massive geographic buffer zone strictly designed to block Indian influence in the region. The strategy worked until the US invaded in 2001. Over the next 20 years, Pakistan played a highly calculated double game. Publicly, they were America's ally in the war on terror. Secretly, they were providing safe haven, recruitment centers, and cash to the very Taliban insurgents American troops were fighting. When the US finally withdrew in 2021 and the Taliban retook Kabul, Pakistan's leadership celebrated. Prime Minister Imran Khan declared that the Afghans had broken the chains of slavery. Rawalpindi believed their puppets were safely back on the throne. But the forces you build through religious extremism do not remain loyal to geopolitics. They play by their own rules, and those rules were about to be turned directly against the Pakistani state. Enter the Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan, or TTP. These fighters studied in the exact same ISI-funded madrasas and fought alongside the Afghan Taliban. But the moment Pakistan allied with America back in 2001, the TTP branded the Pakistani state as an enemy of Islam. Their goal is to overthrow the government in Islamabad and impose strict Sharia law. In their campaign to achieve that, they have unleashed horrific violence. In December 2014, TTP gunmen walked into the Army Public School in Peshawar and systematically murdered 132 children. Following the Afghan Taliban's victory in 2021, the TTP felt emboldened. By 2025, terror-related deaths in Pakistan doubled to over 4,000 a year. It got so bad that Army Chief Asim Munir officially designated the TTP as the ultimate enemy of the state. This diagram illustrates the impossible position Kabul is in. The TTP launches its attacks on Pakistan from safe havens inside Afghanistan. Pakistan demands that the Afghan Taliban shut them down, but the Afghan Taliban refuses to act against their old brothers in arms. If the Taliban attacks the TTP, these fighters will defect and join ISIS-K, the Afghan Taliban's most lethal domestic rival. Solving Pakistan's problem would instantly trigger a two-front civil war inside Afghanistan. Kabul cannot afford to crush the TTP, and Islamabad cannot afford to let them live. That geopolitical dead end is what finally pushed Pakistan to launch cross-border airstrikes in 2026. The violence spiraled immediately. By mid-March, Pakistan carried out the massive airstrike near Kabul. They claimed they were hitting terror infrastructure, but the bombs landed on an addiction treatment hospital during the holy month of Ramadan, leaving over 400 people dead. Looking at this terrain, you can see the military reality. Pakistan has total air superiority, but they can't launch a ground invasion into these mountains. The Taliban has no air force, so they rely on kamikaze drones and the exact guerrilla warfare tactics they spent 20 years perfecting. And ironically, the Taliban government finds an advantage in the chaos. By standing up to a foreign power dropping bombs on Afghan soil, the regime rallies domestic support. Fighting Pakistan makes them look like national heroes protecting their sovereignty. Because conventional militaries cannot bomb their way out of a guerrilla deadlock, the border is trapped in a loop. They fight, they sign a temporary ceasefire, the TTP regroups, and the violence starts all over again. But to truly measure the scale of this disaster, recall Pakistan's original motive from 1994. The entire point of funding the Taliban was to create a proxy state that would block Indian influence. Instead, the very regime Pakistan spent billions to install is now openly doing business with New Delhi. The Afghan Taliban is signing trade agreements, handing out construction contracts, and welcoming Indian infrastructure projects. The strategy collapsed completely. Pakistan funded the Taliban. The Taliban gave shelter to the TTP. The TTP turned its guns on Pakistani citizens. And now Pakistan's military is bombing the exact country it tried to control, while India builds its roads. As families pack whatever they can carry and flee across razor wire, the region is left with one lingering question. Can a nation ever extinguish a fire it deliberately set in its neighbor's house? Or is Pakistan doomed to burn in the flames of its own creation?